Hey, it's Tom Karadza with another Rockstar Minute, and today we want to talk about purchase prices of homes as one of the laziest ways to look at real estate investments. I'm sure you, your friends, your neighbor, everyone's got an opinion on property prices right now, especially everything that's going on in Canada over the last years, and people have an opinion, and most people think things are overvalued at this point. And I'm not going to argue whether things are overvalued or undervalued. I mean, I can't really make any profit from doing that as a real estate investor. So here's what I would challenge you to think of when you're thinking of property investing. Instead of thinking of the asset purchase price, think of the income and the expenses on the property. And I want to give you a couple examples. A few years ago, I was helping somebody buy an apartment building, and they thought that just on the sheer purchase price, it was overvalued. But the income was greater than the expenses, and they could have made a cash flow off that. Over the next few years, interest rates went down, the capitalization rate on that building changed, and the value of that building continued to increase. So because they were looking at just the purchase price and they were feeling it was overvalued, and they weren't looking at the income and the expenses on that property, they kind of missed that opportunity. Another example is somebody who bought a lot for about $800,000 in Oakville, knocked it down and built on that. Now, when you look at that lot, you'd think, oh my gosh, $800,000 for a lot in Oakville, totally overpriced. They knocked it down and built a home on it that sold for multiple millions of dollars, and they netted out a profit on it. And here's another example. On a single family home that we purchased not too long ago, when we first purchased that property, it was the highest priced property on that particular street. But what we were most interested in is that we knew what rents were for in the area, and that the rents were going to be higher than our carrying costs. And if we could control our carrying costs, which is our biggest variable as real estate investors, we can make a good investment. And not only that, we looked at different backup plans. Could we do it as a straight rental? Could we do it as a rent-to-own property? Could we do it as a student rental? Can we do it as a duplex? How many ways can we protect our income? How many backup plans do we have? And that's the creative process at looking at real estate investments. How can you control your income? How do you control your biggest risk, interest rates? The asset purchase price, although it plays a really important part in the whole story, it's not the be-all and end-all of real estate investing. It's more about income and expenses and how you can control those things, and creative thinking around there is where you really make the money. Until next time, your life, your terms.